to just in case. So, welcome. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning, right? This is I don't, 9 a.m. It seems like it should be the perfect time to work. I know you're already 11 a.m., right where you are,
I'm
Christine.
10 a.m., but we've been up
But
for a while. Yeah, we're feeling like, is it lunch yet?
I don't know, like the day, I don't even know. This year has been flying by. So, today I wanted to talk to Christine because she runs a summit every year or twice a year, I forget.
I see you.
Twice a year she runs a summit with like three different days and three different purposes, and I'll let you talk more about it, but I'm speaking on it and it's next week. And Christine and I have known each other for a while. We speak together, we do different things, and I'm just excited because her summit structure is super cool. And if you are looking to get more clients, make more money, increase your sales and revenue, and therefore build a more consistent, profitable business, you want to come. And Christine, tell them a little bit about you and how you got started with this.
Yes, Katrina and I've known each other for years, and I've been a client of hers. And one of the things that I observed in the business world, and I still see it today, is everybody wants the result and wants to build with some of the really amazing advanced strategies that do work. But if you don't have the foundations in place first, you fall short of the expectation and often you spin in circles. And so I thought, if I don't see it out there, it's time to create it. So the waterfall event came around because I said, we start things with one drop. A waterfall becomes this amazing impact, and your business can become an amazing, impactful place. But it all starts with one thing. One action at the foundations can really change the whole trajectory of your life, your business, and your clients. And I didn't see that substance a lot in what I was observing of events. A lot was education, a lot was entertainment, but not the real application that changed trajectories. So we created this event. We've been running it now for 4 years. It became the Waterfall series about 3 years ago when we stepped into this idea that things cascade, dominoes cascade. If we solve one problem in business, we naturally create a second problem. And if we can solve the second problem, the cascade continues and the ripple continues and the momentum continues and the outcome becomes more certain. So this event, super fun. First event, we always say you have to start with conversations. You have to start with leads. You have to start with marketing. You have to talk to and pull the people that want to get a result to you. But after that, you've got to actually talk to them. And that terrifies lots of people. And so that's why I've asked you to come speak at this particular event, which is happening on Tuesday, 17th. Feel free to wear green. It's Patty's Day. We will do our best to remember to wear green. I've already reminded myself about 12 times. But we're going to actually help you know how to influence people so that they ask for an offer and that they're ready to buy so that you can create the yes and the impact for the person who is choosing to invest. And I think that that is such a good foundation. An offer is not a post on social media, buy my stuff, guys. That doesn't work anymore.
I know, or a blind DM with your offer when people aren't even raising their hand to talk to you or about it, right? The foundations are the key. And that's, I think, why I started Jumpstart Your Marketing way back when, because people weren't doing the foundations. And then it went to Jumpstart Your Biz Now. And because we have to have the web page, the systems, the not necessarily a funnel. I don't like to say you have to have a funnel, but you have to have a place for people to opt in and get the stuff. And then what's next? What's the next
You
step?
have to
So
move them.
you
Yeah,
have to
there's a
get them.
whole process to move in.
Yeah, and some people will move quickly into the high end. I've had that happen a gazillion times where they just talk to you or CEO speak or something, and then they're like instantly a yes, and they want to move to your high end. But many people will take little baby steps through your offerings. And I know I'm talking about follow-up frenzy. So it is really a frenzy these days. And it used to be a simple follow-up process. I had a whole program on Jumpstart Your Follow-up that is like, that's, I mean, we got to do 10 times the work these days. You'd think with technology and AI, we could do less, but no, we have to do more because people are looking, they have too many inboxes. They have too many things. A lot of people have two phones to check and they have three or four different emails. They have their website to check where people are coming in. They have like how many social media accounts? Like I have at least five or six, right? That have messaging or comments that you have to watch. You have to watch all of it. And when you're doing a speaking gig or you're going to an event, networking in person or virtual, you got to do the follow up because that's where most of the sales happen, I find. So you got to be good at it.
Well, and this is the stat that's terrifying, and I know I've lived it. So I both heard it and then experienced it and went, wow, we got better than that. Is that 80% of the activity you're doing, you're leaving on the table because you
Yeah.
have the lead. So we've
Yeah.
actually taught you how to create the lead a month ago. And
Right?
that's why we run this series like with breathing room in between. I said, we've actually shown you how to do it and you're working. People are like, I'm getting the leads. I said, but now's the key. 80% of people do not manage the lead they have. And the follow up, it requires a system. Like if you want to create stability, which I think is the ultimate sexiest thing in business, where it's, I know my bills are paid, I can write the size of my paycheck, I know exactly what to do, and I can adjust my speed based on life and my own goals. It is not optional. And so the system is so important. And I've been having this conversation all week with my clients. Let's just set expectation around follow up because you have taken a start at it. But in today's world, it's, to your point, so many more steps. And you have to know what to ask, how to lead, and to have the discipline of following through because it's not just follow up, it's follow through. And it is
Yeah,
where the goal happens. And relationships matter.
they do.
It's just
More than ever.
real chaos.
More
So
than
that's
ever.
how we do it. And I'm excited to really bring this tool focused idea. And what happens in our event, which I think is different than most summits, is this is a room where I've seen it 100 times in the feedback. I planned to stay for an hour and I stayed half a day. Or I planned to be there for a couple hours. I bought the VIP. I need to see it all. I want to go implement this. And in between every two speakers, we put you into a peer feedback session, guided on the principle of whatever we were just teaching. And it's, from badass people who really walk their talk, which is why I'm so excited because you're so good at this. You
Yeah.
come into this to show us what works. And then we say, now go get this working right now in your business in the next 30 minutes. And you're going to get
Yes.
feedback from people that is going to be such a light bulb. It's like you're leaving this room more certain and with a clear plan and a whole bunch of incredible resources that are driven with people to power them, not tech to power them.
Right.
Because until the people piece is working, tech is premature.
Yeah. So true.
Such a
And that's one of the things I love about your summits is the breakouts.
yeah.
After each two speakers, you have a breakout so we can implement. So I'm in a different mastermind right now, and like all we do is implement. We do implementation calls, and she's showing and teaching, and we doing it with her. And so that is gold. That is gold these days
It is where
to
the
be able to
gold
do
is.
that. That's the kind of stuff I do with clients uh, when I have a free training series going on right now, and it's amazing how many people are not showing up to that because I am very much a show it, do it, let's get it done kind of person. And I just love that about your summits because there's not a lot that do that. They just talk at you for, all
They
day.
do.
Really.
And what people really want is the help. And
Yeah.
again, I always feel a personal disappointment when the only feedback is I got a lot of notes. I'm like, what I love to hear
Hmm.
is I immediately have seen a change. I've implemented the change, and
Yeah.
here's what's happening as a result of it. So, guys, if you really need brass tacks with what's working with people who are really good at walking their talk, this is the room to be in.
Yeah.
And I want you to come prepared. If you've got already commitments in your calendar that you cannot move, cool. But if you need more sales, and that's more important than what you got on your agenda,
Hmm.
shift your agenda
Move it.
and take
Right.
as much as you can. There's no selling it. So we're also clear. There's no
Yeah.
selling at this platform. Everybody is giving you resources designed to implement. The only offer we make is the VIP. The VIP is $97. It is the smart money because most of my speakers, not all, but most of my speakers said, you'll have access to me to help you directly.
Yeah,
And that is what you need,
totally.
because AI is going to give you some great theory, but these are going to give you people who are like expertise in the lens of, I've
Yeah.
lived it.
What's working. I can't even tell you. Even my AI, I'll get my AI to tell me some things, but sometimes they don't know and I'll question. It's like, but what about this? That doesn't make sense. And you should do, what about this? And so I actually know more than, in some cases, than my AI because I've lived it. And they
You know
just
what
know,
questions to ask it,
yeah,
and
I
you're
know what question.
validating it.
And when you don't know, or if you're in the first 3 to 5 years of your business, this is definitely for you. If you're later
Yeah.
in your business and you just kind of been dabbling, you for sure want to come because you want that consistent revenue. Because we can't have the life we want without money. Like,
Well,
I'm sorry, but I've heard too many clients say to me, "Oh, I'm okay. I don't need to make that much more money. I'm good." Well, can you go on vacation? No, I can't afford it. Can you do this? Can you take 2 weeks off and go to Spain? No, I don't have that in my budget. Well, then make more money. Like, so you can have everything and you can do whatever you want. So, tell them who else is speaking because we got some big players on this one.
we absolutely do. I have phoned the people I respect most in the world of business and said, I want to create a big change. And everyone was amazing, said, I'll be there. What's the date? Tell me what's needed. And I've said, this is what it is. So we have got someone that is incredible on the business side of things. Do the work, watch the quality of your language, make it happen. Mr. Bill Walsh is coming, who runs and is one of the top 10 business coaches in the world. He's been at it in that high caliber world for more than 10 years. I've got my good friend Ariana coming to the table. She is incredible on the social media. And we're going to talk about actually monetizing your social media. So not just doing the content, but actually creating the clients from it, which is a whole different level. And she's exceptional at it. We
Nice.
have got somebody who I really love all of her content. Amanda is coming all the way from the other side of the world. Amanda's going to be really helping us look at this idea of you do not need to be convincing your buyers. You're not talking to people. If you're convincing, you're in the wrong lane. She can help us shift out of that fast so we don't get super distracted. We got my good friend Jen coming to the table, who she's going to really help us understand the flywheel of non-pressure selling so that we get to the yes predictably with people who are ready to say yes, which is super, super important.
Yes.
The other thing that I think is super cool about what we've got going on is it doesn't have to be a group program. It doesn't have to be a long one-to-one service. Jay Fairbrother, who I've been good friends with for a lot of years, runs masterminds. He's going to talk to us, how do you find clients not just for a few months, but for years at a time, which will really change your ability to be stable. And then
I
we've
love it.
also got Alyssa coming to the table, and she's going to talk to us specifically about the concept of speaking and actually moving leads from speaking and
Yeah.
finding the clients on it, because speaking is a very popular strategy. You and I both do a lot of it, but if it's not creating clients and that's its goal, we're going to help you nail getting the result, not just the
Yes.
goal. So it's a
I just
super
spoke.
high caliber group of people that are coming to speak with us. And it is a room unlike any other.
And then I just spoke this Saturday, and I've got all these leads to follow up on
Yay.
today. I know, right? And the virtual ones too, because they signed up with the QR code. So there's multiple things. But so yeah, you have to have these systems, right? So those people are already getting followed up on. I know what emails they're getting. These people haven't gotten anything yet, so I got to get on these, right? So yeah, you're going to get some really clear strategies. I don't know how to hold back stuff, so I usually talk through what you need to say, and so you're going to want the VIP in the recording. Just saying. So,
You
but
will. And I say to people, you're going to go from every speaker, wow, I see how this fits. And the cool bit about getting the recordings is, and again, don't opt recording instead of the room. Be in the room and
no,
still have the recordings,
yes,
because you want to be in the masterminds. That's where really you're going to see the fastest
100%.
change to your business. But there's going to be times when it's like, I need to go back to this more than once. And that's amazing, but it's not my first priority. But we've given you
Yeah,
sessions for 6 months so that you can go back to it and you'll get access to that, which is, I think, so imperative, because I will tell you this, you don't hear it once and be great. You hear it
no,
over and over and over again, and you tweak one thing and you observe and you run it. And the goal is you in full control saying, I can do this in my business. I know what to do, when to do it, why to do it, how to do it, and it's working. And if you don't have that lived experience today, March 17th, grab Katrina's link, get in the room.
Yep.
It is super fun. It's my favorite thing to do. And to witness everyone's comment of, wow, I can't believe how my business has changed for the better simply by committing a few hours of my day.
Yes. And I will put the link in the comments when we're done here. So don't go anywhere if you're watching live. But yeah, thanks for being here. I'm excited for next week. It's on Wednesday, right?
Tuesday, March
Tuesday,
17th.
next week, St. Patty's Day. And what time does it start?
So this is a full day event, and I said I would encourage you. Most of our clients stay half days. You can stay for full days. You can come for an hour. It will start at 8 a.m. Pacific. It will run till about 5:30, and in between every two speakers, you'll get an opportunity to mastermind. And yes,
Yes.
there will be some small breaks in between the sessions to give you a chance to stretch, answer phones, and do things. But if you need more clients, there's nothing more important than being in this
Uh-uh.
room,
It's just one
because
day, you
we're
guys.
going to
You
be
gotta.
talking about
Mhm.
selling from a relationship point of view. And truly, that's what's winning in the marketplace right now.
Exactly. Thank you for being here. I'm excited
You're welcome.
to see
Thanks
you
for
and play
coming to
with
play.
you next
It's going to be
week.
awesome. Yes.
And all right, y'all, have a great day. Go get productive. Go get some clients. And if you don't know what the hell you're doing, sign up for this.
And be in
Or
the
if
room.
whatever you're doing isn't working, please, I want to see you and help you next week. And so does Christine. So we'll
You
talk to you soon. Have a great day.